We talked before about ideas for projects in Python, C++, even Godot. I think it might be a good time to talk about programming in general, about the basics. Our first series would be about Python, because Python is very simple, it's easy to read, and I think it's a great choice for beginners. So if you want to learn how to program, how to develop software, Python can be a great choice to start with. And truth is that even later, if you master another language, it's good to know Python. In comparison with others, especially C++, it's usually way faster to prototype something there. Because I like computer games, because I work in game dev, I'm going to structure the lessons about the game development. What is Python and why to learn it? Python is a high-level interpreted programming language known for its ease of use and readability. It's widely used in various domains. In game development, it serves several key roles. It is great for rapid prototyping. Python's simple syntax allows developers to quickly prototype game mechanics. For instance, when you are designing a combat system for an RPG, Python can be used to implement the basic version to test functionality and balance. Also, when it comes to game logic, it's well suited for some prototype version due to its clear syntax. For example, you might be developing inventory system. The code can track the player's inventory weight or item count and apply penalties when the player exceeds the current limit. You can simulate this in Python, ensuring the game enforces the rules consistently, and it makes sense. And it's obviously very strong when it comes to scripting in game engines. There are several game engines and frameworks such as Panda 3D, Ursina, RenPy, or Pygame and Piglet, utilizing Python as their scripting language or are built using Python. In this channel, we'll already set up Python in Anaconda, but for this series, I prefer to use Visual Studio Code. First thing first, just download the thing and install it. It should be pretty safe, you can keep everything on default values. When you start the Visual Studio, you can choose a colored scheme. What we want to do is to prepare everything for Python. It's very easy, just click this button, you should see Python there, maybe you should search for it, depends, and install it. Now you can open any project folder which will be dedicated to your projects, or you can create a new one. So let's create a new Python file. You can click play immediately, which will ask you to save the file first. We can name it test, and we can immediately jump into programming and try the basic example what we are always trying to write if we are checking a new programming language, and that's Hello World. Hit play button. And as you can see, we didn't choose any Python interpreter to run our code. If Python is already installed in your environment, it's easy, just choose something. And if it's not installed, let's do it together. It is also a very straightforward process, you can keep everything on default values. And when things are finished, run Visual Studio Code again, it should open your project from the last time. But now, if you hit play, everything should work. If not, and Visual Studio will ask you again about the correct Python installation, you can choose the one which you just installed based on the path. And now we are ready to start with the lesson. You saw the print command. The command writes things on your screen. Let's try. Print welcome in Python game. Let me run it. Welcome in Python game development. Let's customize it, so the welcome message will be just for you. We're gonna ask for your or for player's name. For that, we need to use function input. It's going to ask you a question. What is your name? The program will wait for your answer and save the answer to player name. Player name is a sneak peek to another lesson. It's variable. We are going to talk in details about them. When I run it, what is your name? And the program is waiting. My name is Pavel. Welcome in Python game development. Nothing really changed. Nothing happened. I can use the player name as a part of the message, and I can do it like that. Player name. And now when I run it, what is your name? Pavel. Welcome in Python game development, Pavel. Wow. So easy, so cool. It is a time to create our first game. We have print to write something on the screen, and we have input asking for an input from the user. Our game will ask several questions about the player and use them afterwards to compose few sentences. You can see the code here, and first we can try to play it. Brave adventurer, what is your name? I will go with Pavel. Greetings, Pavel, your journey begins. Tell me, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is red. Ah, red, a color of true power and mystery. What item do you wish to bring on your quest? I wish to bring my sword. A sword, this is a great choice. And so our hero Pavel sets off on their grand adventure, armed with a trusty sword and clothes in the mighty hue of red. May your journey be legendary. Now we are going to talk about the code. I run the game again. Here is the first print. Welcome to the world of Python, and it's here. You might notice in the end this /n. This is a symbol that we can use to insert empty line. As you can see, the program stopped. It wrote, Brave adventurer, what is your name? Which is this. And it stopped because it is waiting. Using input function, we're gonna ask for player name and save whatever the player writes to the player name variable. I will use Pete. Greetings, Pete, your journey begins. That's here. This print contains our variable in the middle of the sentence. If you want to do something like that, you should add little f at the beginning. And it is called fprint. We can immediately jump on the second question. Tell me what is your favorite color. I'm gonna write blue. The same system as before. Favorite color. A color of true power and mystery. Last question. What item do you wish to bring on your quest? I'm going for dagger this time. Quest item. This is a great choice. And here we have sort of summary of our story. /n, I want to have it on the new line. And so our hero player name, Pete, sets off on their grand adventure. Armed with a trusty quest item, dagger, and clothes in the mighty hue of favorite color, which is blue. May your journey be legendary. And that's about it, friends. You can experiment as much as you want, you can ask more questions, you can write way more complicated stories. And it is really very interesting to write a story and give user an option to customize it in form of their own name and other things. If you have a question, if you want to share your creation, don't hesitate to drop a comment. If you like what you saw and you want to see more in the future, subscribe. We are going to have 10 lessons in the end. And that would be all for today. Thanks you for watching and see you next time with lesson 2.